Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another Optc video, and in today's video, we're taking the first look of the new game mode, the Great Pirate King Adventures, or Pirate King Adventures as it's called in-game, PKA, as I think most people are calling it for short. We have the game live after the update and the maintenance, and we can do the tutorial for this new game mode that will be coming around May 12th with the anniversary. So it does feature those size straw hats. You can pick them up on Extra Island. If you are a newer player, you can pick up the Luffy through the Chopper Man missions. You get like 200 gems there as well. So if you are a newer player or you are just starting the game, make sure to get these characters maxed up, especially the Luffy, who we'll talk about at the end, because with this new update, Luffy's getting a 5+. Plus, they added Jinbei to the Straw Hats. It was always the Sai Straw Hat characters, but Jinbei wasn't part of the crew when they made the actual characters. So now he is, and now they've actually given the man some love. They've given them level limit breaks as well, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And they've 5+'d the free-to-play Luffy. So upgrading these free-to-play characters is a massive step in the right direction, in my opinion. The addition of Jinbei is nice, but the level limit breaks that they've given Jinbei and Luffy, the other Straw Hats don't actually have theirs yet, but I do imagine they will be coming somewhere down the line. The fact they're doing this is such a positive step in the right direction, and it opens the door now to every other free-to-play character getting a level limit break. Now, this Luffy is a bit of an outlier. He's a bit of an extra because he was given through Chopper Man missions, and as an older player, you actually can't get his level limit break maxed. However, if you use posters, I actually did. I really want to do a showcase on this guy, so I used posters on him. I don't recommend doing that, but if you do, you can access his crazy level limit break. I imagine down the line, you'll be able to pick up more copies through either the PKA shop, or you can pick up stuff there. But as you can see, we've been making our way through this new game mode. It's basically like a tile system, and then there's a bunch of bosses. The bosses, I think, scale harder and harder. We're on Tutorial Battle 2 now, where we verse Katakuri, we verse Dofi, and then we finish it off with Kaido. And then along the way, you have a choice of going particular ways to pick up items. And you can get stuff like Hime Turtles, you can get stuff like Cola, you can, who knows what else could be in those chests. Maybe they had rainbow chests, they had tablets, they had limit break materials, they had PvP scrolls, or hopefully they add the new Super Cola item that will be available to basically limit break your ships. That's the big upside to this game mode, besides this new 5+ Luffy and the Jinbei. The whole idea of this game mode moving forward will be to gain Super Cola. Now, I did a video yesterday on the new ship buffs, and they are live in the game right now. You get 20 Super Cola just for logging in, which is fantastic, because it only takes 20 Super Cola to get a ship to level 12. But unfortunately, the traits aren't visible in-game yet. So at the moment, you can pretty much only get them to level 12, which I would not recommend doing. I would sort of wait until either A, you need it, or B, like, there's just a crazy ship, which there really isn't right now. There are some good ships, like the Going Merry with the 2.25 times attack boost for its special, or the Doflamingo ship giving Driven an absolute monster buff. They're kind of the outliers, I think, but I still wouldn't use your Super Cola. It's going to be very interesting to see how the Super Cola drop works, because this game mode does come around once a month, and in the shop, you can only pick up 3 Cola. So it's a bit annoying that they've done that, but hopefully there's other ways to attain it as you play the game mode, or there's like a guaranteed drop along the way, or bosses can drop it, and you can actually pick up more than just 3 a month. Because if you can only pick up 3 a month, it's going to take a long time to get all those ships to max level. Now, obviously, you don't need to get all those ships to max level, but like, part of this game is like collection and flex, and lots of people are going to want all the ships maxed out. So it's going to be very interesting to see. But as of now, you can dive into the game. You can play the tutorial. It basically just gives you the Jinbei. It gives you 2 copies of the Luffy as well. Plus, it gives you the 5 skulls that you need to actually take down or to super evolve this Luffy to help take down this quest. So they basically just give you the team. You just go in, you just run it. You use a bunch of specials to remove the despair with Robin, defense up with Frankie. On this final stage with Kaido, you just basically use everyone's specials, and you're just pretty much good to go after that. But yeah, it seems like a pretty interesting game mode. It seems like a pretty positive game mode. I do like that there is no ranking event. I do like that there's no pressure to grind the game mode to an infinite scale because of ranking rewards. And I do like that it is a monthly event. Now, hopefully it just sort of just doesn't fall under the trap of like Treasure Map or Kazuna, where it comes around and everyone's like, oh, yep, cool, here we go again. I hope that it's out for the entire month and you can just play it at your own pace whenever you like. You can just dive in. It's a scaling event, and you can just continuously get the map drops over and over and over again, basically to the point where you just can't clear it anymore. Like, that's it. You just get to a point where you literally cannot clear it, because that would be very, very cool. Maybe you can only dive into one map per day, something like that. But this new Luffy special, by the way, goes so freaking hard. It looks so fantastic. But as I was saying about the game mode, I'm very, very excited for this one. The scaling system sounds really, really cool. Very interesting to see what level they can get up to. And most of this stuff's probably in the news tab, so make sure to go check that out as well. I haven't actually had a chance to stop and read that with the new game mode. But like I said, I just hope that it's something that we can play at our own pace throughout the month, and it doesn't have a requirement like resets daily or something like that. But if it does, I do understand. But I do like the fact that it doesn't have a ranking, like I said earlier. So we're taking out Kaido there. We're finishing off the tutorial of the new game mode. As you can see, you move through tiles, you verse bosses. I imagine you'll be able to see what the bosses do through like a treasure map sort of tab that sort of tells you what's going on. But as you can see, when you finish it off, you get the Jinbei, the new free-to-play side Jinbei. He's a pretty interesting character, but the main crux of what you actually get is the 5 skulls for Luffy, as you can see there. So you get one of every single one of the straw hats as well. You can pick up the other straw hats on the extra island. So go do that if you are a newer player. But once you've done that, make sure to go and super evolve your Luffy. Once you've super evolved Luffy, he turns into this absolutely exceptional art. It's basically the part where he holds his hat down and he tells him, I'm going to be the king of pirates. Any black cape Luffy is just infinitely better than every other Luffy in the entire game, if you ask me. So that's pretty cool. All right, so if you go back to the home menu, you can actually see PK on the map. Things like have changed around. It's on the right-hand side. If you click on that, it'll take you to the item shop. And as you can see, it's pretty interesting stuff. You can get 3 cola per day, and there's a bunch of characters that haven't returned, like Uta, the quick Uta. There's like Killer from those events, and a very, very good place to pick up these free-to-play characters. I honestly think they should just add the quests to the Recollective Archive, but it is nice that we now have them in-game. Looking at this Luffy, though, he's 5+. His captain reduces side characters' charge time by 1 turn and boosts their attacks by 5.25 at level limit break 5. Boosts all other characters by 4.5 and HP by 1.4. Reduces 3 turns of despair and paralysis and gives you a 1.5 times pirate XP boost. 5.25 to Sai as a free-to-play character is absolutely nuts. His special reduces crew's charge by 1 turn, changes characters slot into their own type. Boosts side characters' attack by 2.5 for 3 turns, and if you land 3 perfects, he increases the attack and slot boost by 0.25 the next turn, which also applies to his buff. So 2.75 times attack boost on the next turn. Very, very powerful. His super type deals 50 times character's attack and side damage to all enemies, changes crew's type slots to their own, and makes side slots 2.25 instead of 2 times. So very, very, very powerful free-to-play character. The downside is he loses wave clearing mechanics for treasure map, so if you are an endgame player, make sure to save 1 copy so you can still use his wave clearing shenanigans in treasure map. But I love that they've done this. I think this unit is absolutely fantastic. Probably the best free-to-play character we have in the game now. He's an XP boosting captain as well, so if you are a newer player, you don't have Jack, you don't have Marco, you can use this guy. He can actually partner up with Marco very, very well too. He also has an ink effect, looks incredibly clean. Love, love, love that they've done this, and hopefully this opens the door to a lot of other free-to-play characters in the future. But it's going to wrap up the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Belt the like button, belt the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.